Hey guys, good afternoon here on the East Coast. It's your boy Seth Gibaj. I'm going to do something that I haven't done in a very, very long time. Probably never, actually. I'm going to talk to you guys here about Warlock builds. So right now, Nezarec Sin is like the king of all void. So just to show you what I mean, it says here that void damage kills increase ability energy recharge rate. What they don't tell you is that void kills with this particular exotic is also going to give you a lot of super energy back. Now what I'm doing is this can be synergized through all the supers, but honestly the best super to do this with is the attunement of fission, and that's mid-tree void. And what you're going to want to pay attention to really is this dark matter. So now you have double the chance of getting void ability kills, granting health, melee and grenade energy, and all around class ability energy, which includes supers. If you want to be a gangster, you can roll with the blink. I'm going to choose to do strafe glide here. The best grenade, I think that's the most explosive to me, is scatter grenade, but this can work with anything else as well. The first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that you have nothing but void weapons. Now what do I have? What I have here is a Telesto, which is going to be the best weapon to use because it's going to be the easiest to get multi-kills, and of course the Falling Guillotine with Surrounded and Energy Transfer. Now there's another thing that I want to show you here, as well as the continuous energy receiving here, is you're going to want to put on these armor mods. So the first thing you want to do here is put on something called Stacks on Stacks on your arms. This is a void mod, and for every stack of charged light that you gain an extra one. Alright, and then for the second is Supercharged for your chest piece here, and that is a solar mod, and it says that you can have 2 additional stacks of charge with light up to a maximum of 5. Okay, then for my bond, I have Oppressive Darkness for that extra oomph for void grenades, and then the becoming charged with light by picking up voids orbs of light here. And then to top it off, I've got this nifty, that's right, I said it, nifty armor mod here called Extra Reserves. Now here, what this says is defeating combatants with void damage grants a chance to drop special ammo. This effect consumes all stacks of charge with light. This is the way that you're going to keep that Telesto topped off like a full tank of gas. And if you want to get extra with it too, which I would definitely suggest, is if you put this Nezarec Sin here, make sure that you put your special ammo finder in your helmet as well. Alright, without further ado, I'm going to kind of synergize this with a nice steel feather repeater with Feeding Frenzy and Vorpal. This is going to be really great for those hard tanky yellow bar bosses. Alright, I'm here in Titan, about to go right into a, I don't even know what these events are called, I totally forgot, to be honest. Yeah, contact events. Alright, so I kind of cheated here because I already have like my full super energy, but as you can see, the abyssal extractors on your left, that's gonna make sure. And if you notice my grenade, it's charging pretty fast. It might not charge as fast as like you might want it to, but I mean, I think it's charging pretty fast. Okay, now what I want to show you guys here, okay, is the attunement of fission. Just kind of blow these enemies up, and even as I get those void kills, the abyssal extractors is still going up, so that means that you're still getting this energy. All right, here, boom, now I've got melee energy, and you can see the abyssal extractors are still on, okay, and that melee energy is filling up. Alright, it might not be as fast as you want it to be, but I think it's pretty significant. By the time I finish this sentence, my melee energy is already filled. Okay, I'm going to do some more kills here. What you want to do is you want to get enough kills that you're continuously proccing that abyssal extractors buff. Because what that's going to do, if you look right now, I have nothing on. There's no buff. So my abilities are charging pretty slow. Okay? But as soon as you get a void kill with Nezarec Sin attached, that's going to start going right up. Now usually there is a lot of enemies here, and I don't know why, that I want to show you guys something. It's not working. Okay? So as you see, you get about 2 seconds per kill. And if you notice it, your super goes up a little bit, I'm gonna throw my grenade here. More abyssal extractors. I think the grenade energy is filling up pretty good, honestly. As you can see as well, your charge of lights are going away as you are killing enemies. The abyssal extractors is still on, and I am still topped off with my Telesto is the bestio with my ammo. Okay, so this is a really good synergy to use, guys. I highly recommend. Again, you can use this with Nova Bomb. Attunement of Hunger is pretty good to use too, but I honestly like this one better. Right, you see that big jump in super energy claimage here. See, the abyssal extractors are on, and you see the super meter continuously goes up, up, up. Throw me a grenade here. Boom, abyssal extractors are still on. Oh, I got a prime engram. Right, and as you can see, I mean, you know, within a few seconds, my supers are charged again. So, really great stuff, guys, for the Warlock. I think it's really good synergy. And obviously, if you keep getting Telesto kills and kills with void guns, I would, if I were you and using Nezarec Sin, this could work really great with a Recluse. This would work really great with a Gnawing Hunger. Anything void based is going to continuously give you those kills. I'm going to give you another one here. And then maybe, look at how much energy I'm getting back. I mean, I'm getting a lot. By the time I'm finishing this sentence, if you look at the meters of the grenade and the, look at how much energy is back from my grenade already, and I still have about 15 seconds of the abyssal extractors. So honestly, I think this is one of the really best builds of the Warlocks. Using this makes it very hard for me to go back to my Hunter, because I am a Hunter main. But honestly, this synergy with the Warlock is truly incredible. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you a different synergy here. So I'm going to go to my solar. I'm going to go to Top Tree Celestial Fire because of Icarus Dash, really. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this into a regular helmet, and I'm going to grab my Sun Bracers. Then I'm going to switch. You can really use any weapon here. I'm going to switch to Recluse. And you want to have your Monte Carlo as your primary. Now, obviously everybody knows what the Monte Carlo does. Dealing damage with this weapon, it reduces your melee cooldown and grants a chance to fully charge melee ability with each kill. So, I'm pretty empty right now. I don't have much on me. Okay, I do have my Sun Bracers, yes. But as soon as I start getting shots and kills, boom. Now check this out. Once I do that, it says Sun Bracers ready, and that means you have about 4 seconds to just proc these grenades. And now your grenades are there. And you can keep reactivating this every time. So if I do this, the key to doing this when you get your melee energy back is to use your melee against a weak enemy, right? Because that's what activates this. Now the only thing is that if you do that and it misses, you miss the opportunity to activate your Sun Bracers again. The good thing about Sun Bracers here is that, oh man, I missed it. Now boom, you see how it goes on again? And I could just throw like maybe, I guess like 5 or 6 of these. And I'm just kind of, you know, and I'm still charged with light. So I still have that energy. I'm still getting that melee hit back with every shot that's hitting the enemies. And then those kills, boom, Celestial Fire, and then boom, Sun Bracers ready. Sun Bracers ready. So this is another really good synergy to use with your Warlock. This to me works the best with Top Tree, and the reason why is because when you're in Top Tree Solar, right? This is what you can do. You can move, you can dash, and boom, and then move around. And then you have the Icarus Dash, where you could just kind of move here, and you can move pretty fast. I mean, I'm gliding pretty well with my Warlock here. Okay, and as you can see, my melee is back. Do this again, and boom, again, my Sun Bracers are ready. You could do this even if your grenade energy is empty. Okay, so right now, my grenade energy is about maybe, I don't know, 25%, maybe less. So if I get those kills with the Monte Carlo, and it procs my melee ability to continuously charge, right? I could essentially keep doing this, even if, boom, see? Even if my grenade energy is empty, okay? And if you're really good with the trigger, your grenade trigger, you can probably proc about maybe 5 or 6 grenades, Okay, alright, so the last synergy that I want to show you with the Warlock is probably one that you are familiar with. I'm going to keep the same weapon loadout with the exception of the secondary. I want to have an arc weapon for my secondary. So I'm going to take off my exotic here, and I'm going to put on Crown of Tempests. Now, the Crown of Tempests works the same way as Nezarec Sin. Arc ability kills increase the recharge rate of your arc abilities, and it extends the duration of Storm Trance. So this is really good to have for, I think the best one in my opinion is Bottom Tree Arc. Reason being is because you get the Arc Soul with the Bottom Tree Arc, and it has really good synergy, and I like personally the Storm Grenade, which is the grenade that calls down the Focus Lightning Storm. Okay, so if I show you this, and I kind of do the same thing, I'm using my Monte Carlo, and I'm getting my melee energy back. Ooh, I have 14 motes apparently. So once that happens and I start getting, well, actually I should be doing this with my arc weapon. Okay, so as you can see, the electrostatic surge happens when you're near other guardians. So the more electrostatic surge you have, the faster your rift is going to charge. And then, as you can see, boom, you've got conduction times that activates, and if you look at your super meter, it's also increasing, and then of course, my grenade is back. So this is a really good synergy to use for Arc. It doesn't work as well as Nezarec Sin, but it's really good. And of course, if you choose to go back to your Telesto or maybe a shotgun, right, you can still have, if you go to your helmet here, you can go to have your special ammo finder. This will probably only work with void kills, but you could still do it with the extra reserves. If you wanted to change this, however, there's other things that you can do, right? So there's one thing you can do which is called High Energy Fire. While charged with light, gain a significant bonus damage to weapons, a bonus to weapon damage, and then each person that you defeat consumes 1 stack of charged light. You could go with that, which will give you a damage buff, or you can go with one of my favorites here, Energy Converter. While charged with light, using your grenade attack grants you super energy, consuming all stacks of light. The more stacks you have, the more energy you gain. So you could potentially throw a grenade, and this doesn't take a lot to do. So if I put this on, and right now I have 4 stacks of charge with light, if I throw my grenade and hit a few enemies, this could be really good. Okay, obviously the more enemies you kill, the more it'll go up. So if you do this and kind of wait for it, right, so it doesn't do a huge buff, but there's a trick to doing this, and you have to make sure that your energy is matched accordingly. Now, what do I mean by that? All right, this is what I'm going to close with. When you have your stacks of light, for example, this color is green for this particular taking charge, right? So in order to become charged with light, you have to pick up orbs, right? So that's the way you're going to be charged. And then eventually when you're charged, you have to have these other things that are going to buff your charge, something like stacks on stacks, which is white, or something like supercharged, which is also white. All right, now the only thing that you're going to have to worry about is you have to make sure that whatever you're stacking your light with, you have a purpose for it. That's where the yellow color comes in. So while charged with light, using your grenade grants you super energy. Or I can go to High Energy Fire, and if you have if I don't have one now, but if you have an arc mod, such as the helmet, you can have this, Lucent Blade. So Lucent Blade, unfortunately, is only an arc mod, but while dealing damage with the sword, it gives you a bonus damage with your sword for 5 seconds, consuming 1 stack of charged light. And again, since I have 4 stacks already, I can just use them to my heart's content. Since I switched it to High Energy Fire, I now have a lot more strength. And then as you see, one of my stacks disappeared, meaning that stack of light was already used when I, attacked that particular enemy. All right, so hope you guys like this. I'm sure that a lot of people are going to increase their uses with Warlocks. I really love a lot of these synergies. Unfortunately, I am a hunter main, and I am so comfortable with playing my hunter that it is very hard for me to go back. But if you like what you saw here and you want to request a little more, please hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to the Pink Titan channel. We've got a lot more to offer. I'm going to try to do more Destiny streams as I come online. And make sure you like, comment, and hit that bell button below. I will see you guys on the flippity flip.